we are in my studio in my home in Burlington, Vermont. It's a new year and it's time for me to get organized as I get ready for a renovation project. And that is where Porter Knight of Productivity Vermont comes in. Thank you for being here, Porter.
My pleasure.
Can you help me?
I definitely can help you.
Because I really need help. If you look around, it's a small space. I work from home. I've been working from home for 15 years, pre-pandemic.
Yep.
And there's a lot of stuff in this space. So how do we even begin?
Well, that's always a question that people ask. Not even how do we begin. Most people ask the first question that you asked is, can you really help me? And people want to know, is it possible? A lot of people will say like, I'm sorry, this is probably the worst you've ever seen, or I'm embarrassed. One person referred to their space as their room of shame. It's a challenge, and especially if you live and work at home, as so many people are now, but you have for many years, stuff accumulates and you get busy and it's hard to know when or how to deal with things. And so the answer is yes, I can help you. And where we start is with a plan. So tell me what you want to accomplish in this space.
Okay, great. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm clearing this entire space for the renovation.
Okay.
Then I have to put it back together. And my goal is to have some clear spaces.
Okay.
So I want to be able to dust things, and you can't dust if you've got things piled up on top of them. I want to get rid of a lot of things. I want to archive a lot of things and have a better archival process.
So first is our plan, then our purge, saying no and letting go. Then we're going to sort. So we're going to look for categories, grouping like with like, and then we're ready to consider placement. Being organized isn't about having it all set up and being like, okay, it's perfect, don't touch it, right? Like being organized is like having what you need when you need it, being able to find what you need when you want it, knowing where to put things so they're not in your way, getting done what you want to get done, and feeling good about all of that. That's what I say it means to be organized. And I've already rolled up my sleeves, you can see. Then we're going to actually like dive in and we're going to start working through the space. Okay. So we've got footage, we've got, in addition to office supplies, we have tech supplies, cords, technology, blah, blah, blah.
Yep. The thing about technology is it changes constantly. Mm-hmm. So one thing will be used one day and then useless. Well, this area is journals, date books, and admin stuff.
And also to be clear, being organized is not about throwing things away. Throwing things away is absolutely part of the process, but it's not the point. But to the extent that the things that we are keeping are holding us back from growing into who we want to become, that's called being stuck. Well, I am a certified professional organizer. That's a thing you can get. It's like a CPO after my name. When I started my business in 1996, the National Association of Professional Organizers had about 400 members. Now they have like 4,000 members. And what we're going to do today is the thing you hate the most, that causes you the most angst and the most fear. And I think that sounds like that's paperwork or admin stuff. You don't have a ton of room in here. And there's probably a lot of stuff in here that doesn't need to be here. Okay, health bills. If you pay them, you don't need them. Is there any reason why we would keep old dentist bills?
Oh, let's get rid of these. I don't need these things anymore.
So the faster you get rid of it, the faster we move to the next thing. So I don't want you to make thoughtless decisions, but I want you to be fast.
Okay. Is this an American problem? Is this a human problem? Like, why are we so overwhelmed by our stuff?
It's a first world problem. So it's certainly not just unique to the United States, but I think it is certainly more unique to cultures where people have more wealth. It's a product of the consumer culture. What I teach as an organizer is I teach the neuroscience of decision making. So organizing is just about making decisions. I'm going to do this, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep this, I'm not going to keep that. And when I started my business, I said, I don't know why, but if you get organized, just trust me, you're going to think better, you're going to feel better, you're going to perform better. What happens in the brain in the decision-making process when you're getting organized leads to better decisions, clearer, more focused thinking, and positive, happy sensations. That's why people feel good after they clean out their sock drawer. Okay.
This is exciting. I hate my files.
Yeah, that's good. When we're done today, I want to make sure that anything that we touched that you decided to keep, you know where it is.
I have so many cards.
Next.
My life is just full of cards.
Okay, so when you get the card, you say, that's
Thank
so
you.
nice.
That's so sweet of you.
Then you recycle it.
Yeah.
Right away. All right. Cruising right along. I get this a lot. Why did I keep this? The answer is because you didn't get rid of it. This is not a character judgment, right? It's not bad or good to keep or to not keep. Most of this is abdicated decision making. It might have been because of fear. It might have been because you were busy or overwhelmed or uncertain. A significant amount, probably half of what was in here, was here because it didn't need to be. And you've chosen to let go of that. You've got a goal to get this space cleared out by the renovation time, and you want to get it cleared out in a meaningful way. So the idea is that tomorrow, if you don't do 2 hours in the morning, then you move that.
Okay.
So we have placeholders here showing your intention. Really? This won't take forever. Really? This is possible.
I'm going to finish this today. That's my goal.
Go, baby.
That's
Yes.
my goal.
I love that. And I know you can.
So I've been organizing now for a few weeks, and on my down days I feel overwhelmed and wonder if I'm getting anywhere. It is true that when I'm actually doing it, I feel better about things. So it's more the anxiety when I'm not doing it that is troublesome. And this is what I'm tackling today. Those 2 shelves of crazy. This filing cabinet was looking a lot more clear, but as I've been clearing shelves, I've been filling the filing cabinet. Things are getting messier and messier and messier. I just keep deconstructing everything. So the problem with spiral notebooks is that you can't just throw them in the garbage, and if you want to recycle them, it takes a lot of time and leaves little white pieces all over your room. Here we have the endless amount of recycling. 10 million old cameras. You gotta say goodbye to things in order to make room in your life for new things. Bye photos, goodbye. Blank space. That's giving me some inspiration. Blank space. Someday I'll have more blank spaces. Things are still a mess in my study, but give me a month. I will be organized.
How do you feel now?
I feel fine. I feel good. I feel motivated. We're doing it. It's happening.
And I end every session by saying, how do you feel? And every single time since 1996, people say what you do. And they will often admit, as you did, oh, I was afraid that you were going to judge me. I was afraid that I would be hopeless and that you would tell me that you just couldn't help me. Every single time people say, I feel hope, I feel energized, I feel excited.
So Porter, thank you so much for your time. I am on the road towards productivity, and you can find Porter online, and we will get stuck in Vermont with you again real soon. Happy New Year, everybody. Good luck decluttering.
As I'm working on this video and editing, I'm realizing that the process of making these videos every other week is kind of like organizing. So if I can make these difficult editing decisions when I make this video, I can make the difficult decluttering decisions in my study. That is my 2022 New Year's resolution.